Honorable, the Chief Justice of High Court of Kerala, Mr. Justice Sarasa Venkata Narayana Bhatti, the Honorable Mr. Justice Alexander Thomas, Judge, High Court of Kerala, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Kerala, Honorable former Judges of the High Court of Kerala, all distinguished guests from the state of AP and Telangana, the President in charge of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, the Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala, the President, Kerala High Court Senior Advocates Association, the President, Federation of Women Lawyers, Kerala High Court Unit, law officers of the State of Kerala, Deputy Solicitor General, Senior Central Standing Counsel, Taxes and other law officers of the central government, senior advocates, esteemed fellow members of the Bar, Registrar General, Registrars and staff of the High Court of Kerala, Srimati Anupama Bhatti, wife of Justice Sarasa Venkata Narayana Bhatti, Miss Vaishnavi and Miss Okhlaya, daughters of Justice Sarasa Venkata Narayana Bhatti, and other family members and relatives of Justice Sarasa Venkata Narayana Bhatti. Staff of Advocate General's Office, advocates, clerks, ladies and gentlemen. Justice Sarasa Venkata Narayana Bhatti, speaking for a division bench of this Honorable Court, in order dated 21/3/2023, in writ petition number 7844 of 2023, described the state of Kerala thus. I quote, "The state of Kerala, known as God's own country, a preferred tourist destination nationally and internationally, has a geographical area of 38,863 square kilometers. The state ranks high in the country with a literacy rate of 94% in 2011. It is stated to have enhanced literacy percent in 2022 and continue to rank high in the country. The state has an enviable forest coverage of 11,52,000 hectares. The present per capita income in the state of Kerala is rupees 1,48,524. Nature has gifted rivers, backwater, lakes, and a long sea coastline of 366.30 miles. The gifts from nature to the state of Kerala are innumerable." Unquote. I am certainly sure that such an inspiring and quintessence portrayal of the real Kerala can only be penned by someone who is dispassionately passionate about this stunning strip of land separating the Western Ghats from the Arabian Sea. Your Lordship came to Kerala in the year 2019, has been with us for the past more than 4 years, has become one among us, has assimilated the soul of this state, and has now been aptly chosen to steer this Honorable High Court ahead in its journey of justice dispensation, having been sworn in its Chief Justice yesterday. On becoming the Chief Justice of this Honorable Court, Your Lordship also joined an illustrious collegium of Justice M.A. Ansari, Justice M. Jagannath Rao, Justice B. Sudarshan Reddy, and Justice Jasti Chalameshwar, who were Chief Justices of this Honorable Court after having been judges of the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh. As in this case of Your Lordship, Justice M.A. Ansari was also transferred to the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh as a judge of this Honorable Court, before subsequently being appointed as its Chief Justice. It's a matter of great privilege and honor to me to welcome Your Lordship today as the Chief Justice of this Honorable Court and as the towering leader of the legal fraternity of the state. Your Lordship was born on 6/5/1962 to Sri Ramakrishnaya and Srimati Annapurnamma at Madanapalli, a town in the erstwhile Chittoor district, and the present-day Annamaya district in Rayalaseema region of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Your Lordship's school education was at Girirao Theosophical High School, Madanapalli. Your Lordship graduated in commerce from Eason Theosophical College, Madanapalli, and took degree in law from Jagadguru Renukacharya College, Bangalore. Your Lordship enrolled as an advocate on 21/1/1987 with the Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, joined the office of Sri E. Kalyan Ram, and started practicing in the civil and ordinal side of Andhra Pradesh High Court at Hyderabad. Your Lordship was the standing counsel in the High Court of Andhra Pradesh of many public sector undertakings and statutory bodies like Hindustan Shipyard, Andhra Pradesh Pollution Control Board, Indian Maritime University, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, and Bharat Electronics. Your Lordship also served as a special government leader for the state of Andhra Pradesh and the High Court of Andhra Pradesh from the year 2000 to 2003. Pope John Paul II said, I quote, the earth will not continue to offer its harvest except with faithful stewardship. We cannot say we love the land and then take steps to destroy it for use by future generations. Unquote. The earth needed a good lawyer, and your Lordship was her perfect choice. As a lawyer, environmental law was your Lordship's forte. Your Lordship always believed that it is earth that we all have and that it is a fine place worth fighting for. Many a lawyer from Andhra Pradesh still recall your Lordship's fervent stand for public good and collective cause in environmental matters as the Standing Counsel for the State Pollution Control Board. Your Lordship's areas of practice also included civil, labor, industrial, and constitutional matters. On 12/4/2013, your Lordship was elevated as an additional judge at the High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Your Lordship was appointed as judge at the High Court of Judicature at Hyderabad for the states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and assumed charge as such on 1/6/2014. On establishment of the High Court of Judicature, Andhra Pradesh on 1/1/2019, your Lordship was sworn in as a judge at the High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Your Lordship was later transferred as a judge of this Honorable Court, and your Lordship assumed charge herein on 19/3/2019. Your Lordship was also the acting Chief Justice of this Honorable Court from 24/4/2023 till being sworn in as the Chief Justice yesterday. As a judge, we have seen your Lordship to be a true and fearless administrator of impartial justice, consistently mindful of being the repository of public trust. Your Lordship's desire has always been solely to mete out justice, vindicating the right. That your Lordship, as a judge at the erstwhile Hyderabad High Court, caused registration of a public interest litigation suo motu on coming to know about the sad plight of a bedridden NSG commando who suffered injuries in the terrorist attack at Pathankot, testifies your Lordship's commitment to societal causes as a judge and your Lordship's empathy and respect for essential dignity of all. The Lordship, in discharge of judicial functions, was never swayed by any clamor from public and also never craved for public praise. The manner in which your Lordship headed the division bench, which recently considered a suo motu registered public interest litigation with regard to a sensitive issue, will forever remain a lofty illustration of judiciously dealing with like matters without converting social action litigations into adversarial litigations, and without permitting the courtrooms as arenas for ferocious public disclosure and washing of dirty linen. The Lordship is assuming the office of the Chief Justice of this Honorable Court when the country's judiciary is passing through a never-before-seen phase in its history. The judiciary is being subjected to unprecedented totalitarian denigration. It seems that there is a determined effort to demean the public confidence it enjoys. Every other legally illiterate person out there with a social media tool is positioning as a self-proclaimed critic of the judicial verdicts and legal processes. But the respite is that judiciary, as usual, is marching ahead, unheeded by such concerted efforts, with its judgments doing the talk and being the pointer to the fact that the courts in a democracy belong to the people. On this happy occasion, your Lordship's assuming office of the Chief Justice of this Honorable Court, I, on my own behalf, and on behalf of the entire lawyer fraternity of the state, assure your Lordship of our wholehearted cooperation and assistance in the discharge of your Lordship's onerous function as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala. Your Lordship is married to Srimati Anupama Bhatti, a homemaker, and has been blessed with 2 daughters, Vaishnavi and Okhlaya. I also share the joy of your Lordship's family on this momentous occasion. Thank you.
Honorable Mr. Justice Sarasa Venkatanarayana Bhatti, Chief Justice, High Court of Kerala, Honorable Mr. Justice Alexander Thomas, Honorable Judges of High Court of Kerala, Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Gopinathan, Honorable Mr. Justice V.K. Mohanan, Honorable Mr. Justice P.N. Ravindran, Honorable Mr. Justice Dama Sheshadri Naidu, Honorable former judges of this Honorable Court, distinguished guests from the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Advocate General, Senior Advocate Sri K. Gopalakrishna Kurup, Additional Advocate General Sri K.P. Jayachandran and Sri Ashokan Cherian, Deputy Solicitor General of India for High Court of Kerala, Sri S. Manu, Director General of Prosecution, Sri T.A. Shaji, Additional Director General of Prosecution, Sri Gracious Kuriakos, State Attorney, Sri N. Manoj Kumar, Senior Advocates Association President, Sri N. N. Sugunabalan, Senior Central Government Standing Council for Taxes, Senior Advocate Sri P.K. Ravindranatha Menon, Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala, Sri K. Anil Kumar, Secretary of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, Srimati P.K. Shandama, President, Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, esteemed members of the Bar, Registrar Generals and Registrars of the Kerala High Court, law officers of the state and central government, family members of Honorable Justice S.V. Bhatti, staff of this court, advocate clerks, and my dear friends. We are on a delightful occasion as we gather here to congratulate Honorable Mr. Justice Sarasa Venkatanarayana Bhatti on being sworn in as the Chief Justice of High Court of Kerala on 1/6/2023. Justice S.V. Bhatti was born on 6/5/1962 to Ramakrishnaya and Annapurnamma in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. His paternal uncle Sri S. Satyanarayana and his elder brother Subramanian were both leading lights in his legal profession, serving as lawyers who guided and inspired him along his own journey. His commitment to the legal profession began when he enrolled on 21/1/1987 in the Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh and commenced practice in the High Court of Andhra Pradesh at Hyderabad. On 12th April 2013, he was sworn in as an additional judge of High Court of Andhra Pradesh as a testament to his legal acumen and esteemed reputation. He assumed charge as a judge of High Court of Judicature at Hyderabad of the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh on 1/6/2014. Following the bifurcation and establishment of High Court of Andhra Pradesh at Amaravati, he was sworn in as a judge of Andhra Pradesh High Court on 1/1/2019. Later on, he was transferred and appointed as a judge of this honorable court with effect from 19/3/2019 and was appointed as acting Chief Justice of High Court of Kerala from 24/4/2023. His Lordship brings with him a wealth of experience and an impressive track record from his days of practice as an advocate. The service that he rendered for esteemed public sector undertakings and statutory organizations stands out as a testament to his dedication, expertise, and proficiency. The Andhra Pradesh State Pollution Control Board, for which he served as a standing counsel for several years, enhanced his appreciation for environmental laws. His profound understanding in the field came to the rescue of the state of Kerala when we confronted a pressing issue stemming from the burning of solid waste in Brahmapuram dump yard. The balanced view and insightful decisions taken by his lordship facilitated prompt action by the authorities, ultimately leading to the betterment of the general public. During his tenure as the head of the Kerala High Court Legal Services Committee, Kerala Judicial Academy, Building Committee, and various other committees, his lordship's administrative skills were evident and widely acknowledged. Throughout his illustrious career, his lordship had exemplified qualities that set him apart. His proficiency in a simple yet fluent language enables effective communication. His remarkable sense of humor adds a delightful touch of wit and charm to his interactions. His lordship's straightness in approach is admirable. Hailing from a family of lawyers, his humble and friendly demeanor, always willing to engage with lawyers, fosters a positive environment among the members of the bar. His lordship's extensive experience and deep understanding of the law make him a valuable asset to the judiciary. His exceptional grasping power allows him to comprehend complex legal arguments with accuracy. This, combined with his clarity and well-founded reasoning, ensures that his decisions are precise, just, and based on sound legal principles. The family members of Justice S.V. Bhatti, his wife Anupama Bhatt, his elder daughter Vaishnavi, who is an engineering graduate, and his younger daughter Okhilya, who is currently pursuing her MD, are present on this occasion. We congratulate them for their invaluable contribution to his success, and we joyfully join their celebrations of this remarkable achievement. Today, as we warmly welcome Chief Justice S.V. Bhatti, we recognize the immense responsibility that comes with this new role. We have full confidence that his strong leadership and swift decision-making abilities will guide our judiciary towards greater achievements. His commitment to maintain a fair and efficient system will undoubtedly contribute to the overall advancement of the justice dispensation system in our state. On behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, I extend our warm and sincere felicitations and hearty congratulations to your Lordship. We wish you a glorious tenure. Quoting your own words, my Lord, we look forward to work with you in all trust and cooperation for the common good of the judiciary. Your presence enriches our fraternity, and we are certain that together we will strengthen the pillars of justice. Wishing your Lordship all the very best. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Honorable the Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala, Sri Justice S.V. Bhatti, my esteemed sister and brother judges of this court, the family members of our Chief Justice, distinguished former judges of this court who are present, learned Advocate General, President of the Bar, distinguished law officers of the state and the union, esteemed members of the Bar and the Senior Bar, members of the registry and staff of this court and its allied organizations, advocate clerks, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great honor and privilege conferred on me to address all of you today on this great occasion as we gather here to welcome, felicitate, and congratulate the Honorable Sri Justice S.V. Bhatti on his appointment as the Chief Justice of this court. The Learned Advocate General and the President of the Bar have already given the comprehensive personal and professional details of the Honorable Chief Justice, and their words have indeed eloquently captured his remarkable achievements and contributions. As all of you are eagerly waiting to hear the words of a new Chief Justice on this occasion, I deem it not necessary to reiterate the personal and professional details of our Honorable Chief Justice. However, may I venture to share with all of you a few of my random thoughts, which may not be out of place on this occasion. Matters relating to the independence of judiciary and allied aspects have always been live issues in the legal fraternity, society, and polity, and more particularly in these times as well. Speaking in the Constituent Assembly of India, its President, Honorable Dr. Rajendra Prasad, had then emphasized the need for the Indian judiciary to be independent of the executive and be competent in itself. There cannot be any dispute that it is of high priority that the judiciary should remain protected from the external forces and must be strong and independent from within. The Honorable Sri Justice R.C. Lohoti, the then Honorable Chief Justice of India, while delivering the first M.C. Stilwell Memorial Lecture in 2005, titled Canons of Judicial Ethics, has opined that the objective to have a strong and independent judiciary from within can be achieved only by inculcating and imbibing the canons of judicial ethics inseparably into the personality of the judges, and that ethics and morality cannot be founded on authority thrust from above, from outside, and they are matters of conscience which sprout from within. The greatest strength of the judiciary is the faith of the people in it. Faith and confidence in the judiciary cannot be commanded, but they have to be earned. And that can be only done by developing the inner strength of morality and ethics. True that there may be many external issues touching upon the independence of judiciary. The simple and effective way for the judiciary to ensure strong independence is by imbibing and strictly observing the canons of judicial ethics. This I venture to say so, as Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America, has said long ago in 1788 that, quote, the judiciary has no influence of either the sword or the purse, no direction either of the strength or of the wealth of the society, and can take in no active resolution whatever. It may truly be said to have neither force nor will, but merely judgment, unquote. In Federal Statement number 78, Alexander Hamilton thus pondered that the judiciary would be the least dangerous branch of government compared to the executive and the legislative branches, which would control the military and the money. It may not be inopposite, if I may digress a bit, to draw your attention that the expression least dangerous branch used by Alexander Hamilton was adopted by another Alexander, namely the Yale jurist Alexander Bickel, for the title of his illuminating treatise published in 1962, where he described the least dangerous branch of the American government as the most extraordinarily powerful court of law the world has ever seen, in view of the power of judicial review conferred on the US Supreme Court in respect to the actions of the other branches of government. On 7th May 1997, the full court of the Honorable Supreme Court of India adopted a charter called the Restatement of Values of Judicial Life to serve as a guide to be observed by judges, essentially for an independent, strong and respected judiciary. And this restatement was ratified and adopted by the Indian judiciary in the Chief Justice's Conference 1999, and all the high courts in the country have adopted the same in their respective full courts. The Restatement of Values of Judicial Life is an effective code of the canons of judicial ethics containing 16 principles, and I feel that the most important and relevant to our times are the 6th and the 16th principle. Principle number 6 reads as follows, quote, a judge should practice a degree of aloofness consistent with the dignity of his office, unquote. Keeping a close friend circle and socializing is not ethically desirable for judges, and it is a golden rule to be observed meticulously, because otherwise it may weaken the judicial immune system and may cause the virus of decay to get in. The 16th principles provide as follows, quote, every judge must at all times be conscious that he is under the public gaze, and there should be no act or omission by him which is unbecoming of the high office he occupies and the public esteem in which that office is held, unquote. As a matter of fact, the Law Commission of India, in its 195th report, has recommended that a violation of the code can be seen as an act of misbehavior. As observed by the Apex Court in the verdict rendered in 1998, in Ramesh Chand Paliwal's case, 1998, 3 SEC 72, quote, judges have been described as hermits. They have to live and behave like hermits, from no desire or aspiration, having shed it through penance. Their mission is to supply heat and not heat, unquote. The above benchmark by the Apex Court, set by the Apex Court, is indeed very high and rigorous. The admonition that judges should live and behave like hermits may be seen in the broader context and not in a very narrow sense, and the spirit and substance of the admonition rendered by the Apex Court will have been imbibed and appreciated. The hermit-like qualities of a judge are reflected in their ability to remain impartial and unbiased, and the judge should practice a degree of aloofness consistent with the dignity of his office and as required by the expectations of the public at large. Indeed, as observed by the Apex Court in an earlier verdict rendered in 1987, in Dayashankar's case, 87-3 SEC 1, the judicial officers cannot have two standards, one in the court and another outside the court, and they must have only one standard of rectitude, honesty, and integrity. In Tarak Singh's case, 2005, 1SEC201, rendered in 2005, the Apex Court has held, quote, integrity is a hallmark of judicial discipline, apart from others. It is high time the judiciary took utmost care to see that the temple of justice does not crack from inside, which will lead to a catastrophe in the judicial delivery system, resulting in the failure of public confidence in the system. It must be remembered that woodpeckers inside pose a larger threat than the storm outside, unquote. In the same breath, the Apex Court has also held in the above verdict in Tarak Singh's case that, quote, there is nothing wrong in a judge having ambition to achieve something, but with the ambition to achieve is likely to cause a compromise with his divine judicial duty, better not to pursue it, unquote. As fifthly observed by Justice P.B. Gajendra Gadkar, a little isolation and aloofness are the price which one has to pay for being a judge. In these aspects relating to the adherence of judicial ethical canons, the judge concerned will have to essentially view it from the perspective of self-regulation and restraint, and in these difficult times, will have to strike the right balance so as to find out the middle path in a given scenario. To refer to the words of Honorable Justice R.C. Lahoti, in the above lecture, a complete seclusion from society might result in judges becoming too remote from society and the realities of social life, and to strike an equitous balance between the need for maintaining a certain degree of aloofness and the necessity for moving in society to understand it so as to be a practical judge. She or he shall have to conscientiously keep a vigil of one's own movements and decide thoughtfully where to go and where not to go, and experience and caution would be the best guide of a judge in that regard. Further, the judge should remember that what he thinks of himself may not be so material as how people would perceive and interpret his movements and presence at a given place. May I draw your attention also to the words of Honorable Sri Justice K.T. Thomas in Shashikant Patil's case, 2001 SEC 146, that, quote, every hour we must find ourselves that the judiciary floats only over the confidence of the people in its probity, and such confidence is the foundation on which the pillars of the judiciary are built, unquote. Last but not the least, the members of the bar, or the high priest of law, have a solemn duty and responsibility in the preservation and protection of the independence of judiciary. It is undeniable that our society is facing an unprecedented crisis in the present times. In every facet of public life, ethical decay has taken the center stage. We must admit that the judiciary may not be an exception, but we cannot remain complacent in the case of judiciary because we are the custodian and final arbiter in the matters of justice and ethical issues. If we fail, the entire system may collapse. If the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? So on this occasion, as we honor new Chief Justice today, let us all reaffirm our commitment to uphold the highest standards of judicial ethics, and may I wish that our learned Chief Justice will give dynamic leadership in the administration of justice in this court and ensure that the judiciary in the state would strictly adhere to the canons of judicial ethics so as to enable the inner strengthening of the judiciary for ensuring judicial independence. On behalf of the entire judicial fraternity of the state, including the judges of this court, and on my personal behalf, may I assure the Honorable Chief Justice that we would fully cooperate in all his ventures to effectively and fairly administer justice in the state. All of us also wish your Lordship a very comfortable stay in this God's own country and a successful and rewarding tenure as the Chief Justice of the High Court. And I am certain that under the able leadership and guidance of our new Chief Justice, the High Court and the entire district judiciary can pioneer ahead in all its aspects in a more excelling manner. On this occasion, I, on behalf of my colleagues on the bench and on my personal behalf, extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Chief Justice S.V. Bhatti, the Honorable Chief Justice of this High Court, and may God Almighty continue to shower all his blessings on him. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
My esteemed brother and sister judges, distinguished former judges, distinguished constitutional functionaries, director and additional director generals of prosecution, respected standing counsel, Government of India, chairman, Bar Council of Kerala, president in charge of the Kerala High Courts Advocates Association, president of the Senior Advocates Association, president of the Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, esteemed law officers of the central and state governments, dear senior and junior advocates, registrar generals and other registrars of the court, directors of the Kerala Judicial Academy, director, Kerala Mediation and Conciliation Center, the staff of this court, my family members, members of the Advocates Clerks Association, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. At the very outset, I pray to the Almighty for the blessings showered on me in becoming the Chief Justice of this court. With humility, I thank the Collegium of the Honorable Supreme Court, headed by the Honorable Chief Justice of India, for reposing faith in me to captain our distinguished 32 judges of the High Court of Kerala. I am committed to upholding the values of justice, fairness, and equality. And I look forward to working closely with all of you to ensure that the legal system in Kerala remains one of the best in the country. I acknowledge with gratitude the affectionate welcome given to me by my esteemed brother, Justice Alexander Thomas, on his behalf and on behalf of all the brother and sister judges of this court. I sincerely thank the Land Advocate General and the President in charge of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association for the kind and good words spoken about me. I thank them and acknowledge the accolades with full responsibility. Southwest monsoon from Kerala is the harbinger of rains in the country. My prophecy was that I may see one or two southwest monsoons in Kerala. Destiny has it otherwise that I experience 4+ southwest monsoons. All of you know so well as the back of your palm about the southwest monsoon. You have known me equally well for 4 years, not needing secondary input. So I will not go beyond or off the schedule in responding to the good words in inviting me as the Chief Justice of the most reputed High Court in the country. Judiciary has a sufficient number of competent siblings to discharge the function this side and that side in the state of Kerala. When I was transferred, you treated me as one of your siblings and inducted me into this system, for which I will ever be thankful and grateful to all of you. I am touched and troubled by the kind words of appreciation and encouragement showered on me today. Touched because of the love and confidence the bar and bench reposed in my, despite my unexpected entry. Troubled because of the weight of expectations that are now demanded of me. As a puny judge, I had a sacred function and duty to perform, that is to protect the rights of citizens and adjudicate the disputes. Consciously, I have been doing the said duty and function. The new duty and function of the exalted office demand the administration of justice. Now, we need a comprehensive roadmap for achieving the wishes conveyed to me. The outcome of your wishes will be a product of the cooperative effort of all of us. We have to step up the performance of the bar to achieve the constitutional goals of the administration of justice. Any trepidation I had 4 years ago in a new place, among new people, and a totally new setup evaporated in the first few weeks of my journey in this court. All my apprehensions were laid to rest when I stepped into this campus. The warmth I have received has never ceased, even after 4 years of my stint here. I am qualified to place on record the advantages of this court's esteemed judges, lawyers, and staff. This court, renowned for the spirit of vitality and collegiality, is a dream to many, and this state with its overwhelming hospitality is an ever welcoming home to even a random guest. I cannot but endorse the incredible genius of the one who described this state as God's own country here. I find brothers and sisters on the bench with whom I could discuss constitution and cinema with equal ease and arrive at a consensus on issues concerning the judiciary. Here I saw lawyers arguing cases with their heads and hearts and exiting the courthouse as friends after their entry as opponents. Here I have witnessed the judicial officers dispensing justice with commitment for excellence. I saw the registry and staff who were forever willing to work extra time so that this court retains its shining crown. And so my endeavor, as I am blessed and called upon to be the Chief Justice of this court, will be to ensure that the High Court of Kerala continues to rank the best, not only in this country, but internationally. As we pass through a transformative stage in the judiciary with cutting-edge technologies and proper legal research, all of us will have to upgrade ourselves in tune with the time. As Chief Justice, I will uphold the highest standards of integrity and impartiality. The Constitution and the law will guide me, and I will strive to be fair and impartial in my decisions. It is not that I am just the Chief Justice of this court, but along with the brother and sister judges, I have to look after the district judiciary of the state. I am conscious of the great responsibility placed on my shoulders. On the administrative side, I have had the privilege of sharing the quorum of the administrative committee with the learned judges. We discussed, deliberated, and debated at times, but our common objective was upholding justice. With all their valuable contributions, my task of administering justice became easier. I will do my best to maintain the highest traditions of this court as the Chief Justice. With cooperation from all of you, one of my endeavors is to introduce a few cosmetic changes to the yesteryear's procedure, make our IT, computerization, and other IT initiatives a reality. I am working on the niceties of my ideas and would be proper to share the ideas with you all after first taking my brothers and sisters into confidence. The objective is to reduce the life of litigation in appellate and original jurisdiction without the essence of negative understanding, but for objective assessment. I may touch a cordant note that the use of technology developed in the state of Kerala will have to be used for disposal of cases expeditiously so that the benefit of technology reduces the age of litigation and benefits or permeates the litigant public. The judiciary in Kerala is a close-knit, cohesive, and dynamic body. As the Chief Justice, I solicit your cooperation to deliver timely justice and speedy disposal of older cases. Having been among you for over 4 years, I know the expectations all of you have in me. All of us are not Ethiopians. I assure you that I am accessible to all my members of the judicial family, and I am committed to working with you to ensure that the glorious past of this court is maintained in our hands and taken to higher heights in times to come. Coming from a family of lawyers, I recognize that advocates pivotal role in our legal system. You are the backbone of our legal profession, and your hard work and dedication to the cause of justice are truly inspiring to me. As the Chief Justice of this court, I am committed to working closely with the legal fraternity. I ensure that our courses are efficient, transparent, and accountable. You have received me as the puny judge of this court with affection and trust. I have not belayed your affection and trust. With mutual cooperation, confidence, and dedication, I have been doing my best. The judiciary of the state of Kerala will continue to fly high in the framework of the constitution and in the country with cooperative efforts by all of us. My response to the speeches of all of you would be incomplete until it is placed on record that as the Chief Justice, I will make every endeavor to uphold the highest standards of integrity, independence, and impartiality of which the towering structure of judiciary in Kerala is standing always. I know the strength of my sentence and it is derived from all of you. Though I am the Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala, I understand what it means in the judiciary of Kerala. It is not the leadership, it makes sense here, but it is the camaraderie in letter and spirit that would deliver the goods. I assure you that such an approach in my discharge of functions and duties. I thank my friends and relatives who have taken the trouble of traveling all the way from Amaravati, Hyderabad, and to Trivandrum, Cochin for attending the ceremony and blessing me today. Today, I prefer to conclude my speech with gratitude to all of you, and therefore, my work and contribution would earn your affection and receive your judgment. As an adopted son of this soil, I will understand my duties and functions to enhance the reputation of the Kerala judiciary. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.